Okay, next on the wheel of well-being. If I want to experience well-being, one of the things I need to look for in my circumstances is balance. And balance, of course, means things in my life are not out of whack, right? They're not tilted in one way or another. Things are level. I've been paying attention to all the different areas of my life in such a way that they are all balanced. This is one that's really hard for a lot of people. And the reason is because what people don't have in their circumstances are standards. A standard against which they can compare and contrast their situation with the blueprint that says this way to well-being, right? Or this way to balance. So in order to have balance, you need to be able to have a standard about each of the areas of your life that get out of balance. So one that I'm working for is my weight. I go to the gym so I can lose 75 pounds, so I can be physically healthier, right? Maybe for you, the problem is a lack of knowledge and skills about how to resolve conflict. And so you're going to use a standard that can help you. And that standard would be one of my videos about assertiveness and tolerating discomfort, right? And setting limits and conflict resolution. Maybe your problem is that you don't know how to tell when people are deceiving you. And so people are constantly screwing you over. Well, maybe you can watch the video on depth perception and get to see why you shouldn't just pay attention to surface behaviors and should actually pay attention to the meaning of the behavior, right? Interpret its depth. Maybe if what you're trying to do is to be a good parent and you don't know how, you feel like you're a bad parent or you're just not good at it or not good enough, well, then find a standard of comparison, someone who is a good parent, and learn what they do and do that, right? Take a parenting class. Same thing, if your financial life's out of order, you get that in balance by finding a standard that is in balance, maybe a financial wealth management class. You take that, you get your financial life in order. So that's balance, and you want to look for standards. You can tell people have standards when they're adhering to those standards, right? The agenda of life and aliveness that I describe as being the basis for the life success system, and that which you can see present all across planet Earth, that's what we all have in common with plants and animals, is everyone's trying to stay alive, cultivate themselves and reach their full potential, and then express their character, right? That is a standard. And so you can tell things are going wrong when people aren't making room for others to exist unthreatened. And you can tell there's something else is wrong when people are not letting others grow to their potential. They're not supporting them, or rather they're trying to stop it or stifle it or strangle it. They don't want you to grow because if you grew, maybe you'd leave them, or maybe you'd do something that they don't want to do, like have fun and be happy. Or third, maybe a person is antagonistic to the idea of you excelling at life because they think that's, just something that isn't okay. Maybe they have a faulty belief about what it means to be a good person, and they think that a good person has to be pitiful and depressed or poor or whatever other kind of mediocrity, right? Instead of being your best self and having your best life. So look for those people who are adhering to standards. And like for example, I'm going to look for people who are in really great shape, who go to the gym, who have blogs on the internet and videos about how to work out and nutrition and how they can do it. So next on the list would be self-care. If you want to experience well-being, you need to care for yourself. And that means not only physical care, and personal hygiene, but also emotional care. You need to pay attention. It does matter how you feel. And it matters because if this whole emotional center is dysfunctional, you're going to be cut off from awareness of what's happening around you. And you're going to continue to just keep living and these toxic, filthy kinds of experiences, that just are bad for you and make you hate life. So be aware of that. Take care of your emotional self. Take care of your mental self. Don't overburden yourself. Take breaks. Everybody needs unstructured free time. You need time to contemplate and relax. You need to have fun, unwind, unplug. If this is not part of your weekly schedule, don't be surprised when your well-being goes right down the tubes. And we'll keep going after that.